Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this 2024 Renegade Explorer. This is the 40 ERB floor plan. So you can see it's got the gray exterior. This is the Polaris exterior. Really nice, classy look. It tends to be one of the most popular colors right now that gets ordered. We're going to start up front here. This is on the Cascadia chassis. It's on the Cascadia 116 chassis. It's got the DD13 engine in it, so you're going to get 525 horsepower, 1,850 pound-feet of torque. Beautiful coach. Of course, we're going to have our Alcoa aluminum wheels. These tires are 315/80s, and they are 22.5-inch wheels. And of course, they are Michelin's. You can see this has the safety package. So this is going to have collision mitigation, lane departure warning. You're also going to have on the other side, so I want to point this out right here. This is kind of a powder coat. This has one fuel tank. It's going to be on the driver's side. I'll show it to you when we come around the other side. But you're going to have two panels. The other one will flip down and you'll have access to your DEF tank, which is 13 gallons. Your fuel tank, it's a single tank at 120 gallons. As we move away, see, we got our entertainment package. This does have a Girard awning. I didn't open it up just because the sun feels kind of good right now. It's a little chilly out here, so I wanted some sunlight to warm me up. But we do have the awning with LED lights. If you're a little short, you might need help reaching up to get that. This first compartment, I gotta tell you, it's a pass-through storage. You can actually go all the way across here from one side to the other. So if you have long items, you can actually store them in there. Right now we have one of our ottomans and the slide lockers as well. As you can see, it's got a nice coating on it, so it's durable in there. You're not gonna scratch up the paint. It's gonna last you a long time. These doors, you just slam them shut. We're gonna have our power steps. I've got them shut off so that they don't open and close every time we open the door to go inside. Keyless entry. I don't know if you can see under here, but we do have our docking lights here, security lights. Of course, with our outdoor TV and entertainment system, we want to be able to entertain our guests, so we're going to have our outdoor refrigerator freezer here on a slide tray. So you're going to have two different compartments. Perfect for all that extra, for all your beverages. Here in this rear compartment, we're going to have our central vac attachments, our air hose, some extra tiles, and you're also going to have your glad hands in case you have a trailer that has air brakes on it. So come around the back, you can see this rear cap. Again, this is the Polaris gray exterior color. We have our backup camera up top. We're going to have a 20,000 pound towing capability here. You're going to have your 7-pin connector, your Voyager attachment here. So if you're pulling a stacker trailer and you've got cameras on it, you can plug straight into this Voyager connection and you can see your cameras inside. This is where you would put those glad hands if you need them. And again, that's if you have a trailer that has air brakes. Really nice, clean look. Like I said, this is one of the most popular colors right now. The solid colors, whether it's white or gray, but this is actually one of my favorite colors right now. We've got 50 amp service. It is on a power reel. We also have our surge guard and transfer switch. We're gonna have an 8K Onan generator. I've got it fired up right now, trying to keep the inside warm. All right, here's our water bay. A couple things to point out. We're gonna have our low point drains. We're gonna have our hose on a power reel. It does have the macerator, sewer hose storage, your black tank rinse, and you're also gonna have your sea level tank monitor and your full house water filter system. Like I said earlier, you're gonna have 150 gallons of fresh water. You're gonna have 75 gray, 75 black. They are heated. There's that macerator hose, as you can see. So that's gonna be your black and gray tanks under here. Here is our Victron inverter. You do have some additional storage in here. Right next to that, this coach was ordered with the 3 Dragonfly lithium batteries. And then right above, you can see our chassis batteries. So if you like to boondock, you like to go out and get away from everybody, you got 3 lithiums, you got plenty of power to keep you going, lets you stay out a little bit longer. So here on this side, like I mentioned earlier, you're gonna have a nice little powder coat here with the 13-gallon def, 120 gallons of fuel. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up so I can show you a couple things from outside. You're gonna have your disconnect here for your chassis batteries. It's right here on the floor. These Sears seats are awesome, super comfortable, soft. You've got, lumbar, you've got air up and down, you've got the swivel. So you got a lot of adjustments you can do. And it's really easy to start outside, kind of adjust your seat the first time. It kind of gets you familiar with the system. So nice grab bars on both sides to help you in and out of the coach here. And again, this is on the Cascadia. I'm gonna go ahead and pop open the hood and get over to this side. So under the hood, again, Super Cs, the people that like them are the ones that like to work on their own engine. They want easy access to the engine if they need to do anything to them. They also like the safety of having the engine in the front. So those are the benefits to a Super C. You can see easy access to everything. You got your coolant, your oil, your power steering fluid. Over on the other side, we'll go around, point out a couple of things. Of course, we're gonna have our turn signal cameras on each side here. We're gonna have our windshield washer fluid here. You're also gonna have your positive and negative jump studs right here, in case you need to get a jump or give a jump. Again, it's a DD13, 525 horse. Now we'll go ahead and go inside. And again, we do have keyless entry. You want to go ahead and go inside there, Jody, and then I'll follow behind you. So as we come in here, a couple things to point out. We have a really cool coat closet. As you can see, I was getting a little warm out there earlier, so I took my coat and my gloves off. Nice spot to keep everything organized. Down here, you're gonna have your breakers and fuses. You're also gonna have your Victron energy panel there, so you can kind of keep an eye on all your electrical. Here are your main switches for as far as turning on your lights, your porch lights, your masters, your awning lights. On the left side, you're gonna have your fire extinguisher, your battery disconnect down below, also your entry step on and off, and your battery boost. Overhead, additional storage. And as soon as you walk in, you're gonna have your control panel. You can Bluetooth your phone into it, use the app so you can open your slides, operate your lights, pretty much do everything off of your phone. So you can see we have our generator running right now. Our batteries are all at 13 plus volts. So good charge. I'm running the Aqua Hot to run the heat. All of our tanks are empty. That's where you would turn on your tank heaters if you had water on board. You can also turn on your water pump. Here's your main light switch. So you can turn off all your lights or adjust which ones you want to turn on and off. Here's your electrical. Temperature. Again, if you want to turn on your floor and your bay climate, you would click on that. It's going to be your, oh, sorry. Here's your slides. So you can operate all your slides from here. And again, you can do it and your awnings from your phone. And then here are your settings. If you want to set up your phone, you would go to mobile app, download this app or shoot that QR code, and then put in the code. So really easy touch panel, easy to use, and again, you can operate it all from your phone, so it's kind of cool. As we walk in here, we're going to start right here in the living room. We've got our TV directly across from our sofa. This does come out and adjust. So you can make sure you get the right angle to watch your favorite show, your favorite sport, whatever it is you're watching. Behind here, you're gonna have access to additional storage back there on both sides. So here's this one, there's another door on that side. So you just swing this over and then open that up. Sound bar is right below the TV, nicely tucked away. There we go. Then you push it back in, lock it in place so it's not swinging out while you're driving. We're going to have a ton of storage in here. Again, this is 38 foot, so it's a short coach, but it's got a lot of storage. If you're ordering a new one, you can put a fireplace in here if you really wanted one. Most folks really like the additional storage. Under the sink is your subwoofer. Solid surface countertops and covers. Huge stainless steel sink. Perfect for those big pots and pans. We're going to have our true induction cooktop. It's a 2-burner. Any additional prep space, these covers are great because they are solid. You have a lot of space up here, considering that it's a short coach. Up here, you're going to have your owner's manuals and our convection microwave. This is a Samsung. It's a huge drawer right here. Soft closing. Here's your filter for under the sink. That'll get put on after we de-winterize it for you if you choose to do so. You do have some touch-up paint as well. Over across from the TV, over the sofa, we are going to have some additional storage. Go ahead and open all these up for you. Then, of course, we're going to have our booth dinette. You have a couple cup holders. You've got plenty of outlets in this coach, so your cell phones, your iPads, nothing's going to go dead. You've got USB ports on either side here. The booth does turn into a bed, so you're going to have some additional seat belts here. Make sure all of your traveling partners are going to be safe. Lots of windows, as you can see, lots of windows in the living area, all the way across on the sides of the slide as well. Gives you lots of natural lighting. We're going to have our residential fridge. And you're going to have a lock there. Freezer also has a lock over on this side. That'll lock it so that when you're going down the road, things aren't popping open and making messes. Pantry with 5 trays that come out. Plenty of storage for a 40-footer, whether you're just doing it for the weekends, taking it out to maybe do some tailgating. You're gonna have plenty of room. Overhead here in the cab, we're gonna have our equalizer leveling system and a cable inlet, and also a ceiling light override up here. On this side, a little bit of storage. You have your Girard awning controller right there. And then over on this side, some additional storage with another outlet. All right, let's see here. We're going to go back we'll do the mid-bath. So it's a 40-foot coach with a bath and a half, which is really nice if you've got company coming with you or kiddos. So you're going to have a single sink in here, some storage underneath. Of course, you're going to have a GFCI or GFI protected outlet in here. So a nice half bath for company. Here in the master bedroom, we're going to have our king-size bed. I mentioned this has 150 gallons of fresh water, which is located right under the bed. You got 2 75-gallon tanks. You're going to have your water pump. So easy access, central vac system, hose attachment right there. Of course, we're going to have dual wardrobes and then 3 drawers on each side. Under here, you're going to have your AV cabinet with your HDMI and cable inputs. Emergency exit window, of course, your television. You're also going to have a small little nightstand on both sides. Plenty of room to put your phone down, plug in. You have outlets on both sides there. You also have a window on both sides of the bed over there. And you're going to have some storage overhead. There's an outlet in there. And these, I'm guessing these are probably 18 inches deep, so you got plenty of room. Underneath, you're going to have a reading light on both sides. And you're going to have another control panel down there to turn your lights on and off, so you don't have to get up. Here in the main bath, we're going to have our Splendid stackable washer dryer. Medicine cabinet with adjustable shelves. You're gonna have a nice shower. We got the flip down seat in there. Plenty of room. And you're gonna have some additional storage right here. Plenty of space for all your linens, additional closet space as well. You can turn your fan on and off in here as well in this touch panel. And turn on your water pump. There you go. So we're backing out. You can see we have a ceiling fan in here. Not all coaches have ceiling fans, but these come standard in the Explorer, which is pretty cool. You're also going to have a pocket door here for privacy. All right, so now we'll go ahead and go in the front in the cab, show you a couple things with this Cascadia. Again, these seats super comfortable, really soft leather. Can't really tell from the video, but take my word for it, they're a lot more comfortable than most of the others. I'm going to fire this up. Just to kind of show you the control panels up here. Plenty of cup holders. You're going to have your suspension. You can actually lower the suspension if you need to lower the truck when you're backing up to your stacker trailer. You can lock the rear differential. You're going to have your AC controls here, some USB Type-C outlets, also a standard 12 volt outlet. You can see here on the touchscreen, this is a 10-inch touchscreen. If you want to check your tire pressure, you would go to chassis. And now you can see your TPMS. There's a ton of stuff on here. It's really cool, really easy to kind of check it all out. You can also push the buttons down here if you'd like, instead of doing the touchscreen. Down here, you're going to have a couple of, you're going to have your hazard lights, utility light, your traction control. You can turn off your the locking, the rear axle, sorry, your engine override, your transmission overdrive shutdown, your footwell lights. This is your regen button for a manual regen, which you shouldn't have to do. This is going to test all your lights here. So when it's dark out and you want to test everything to make sure all your lights are working properly. You're going to have your air brake, your air supply for your trailer. So again, if you're pulling a stacker that's got brakes or air brakes, that's what you're going to use. And then this is going to be your Johnson bar to apply the brakes to the trailer that you're towing. Integrated trailer brake controller. Down here, you can actually adjust your steering wheel with this lever down here on the bottom. So you can actually get it pretty low, get it in a spot where you have a good view of this. Lock it into place and you're good to go. You do have two mouse pads, one on each side. Lets you control your stereo and your main display up here, your digital dash. Adaptive cruise, as I mentioned earlier, on the outside. Here's going to be your air pressure gauge, so your primary and secondary air gauges. You're going to have your fuel and your DEF. So you want to keep an eye on your DEF. Make sure that this doesn't get all the way down so that it doesn't put you into a limp mode. You can make phone calls here from your steering wheel, adjust your volume. Again, there's a ton of stuff on here, so rather than going through it all on a video, if you have questions on this, if you want me to do a FaceTime video with you and kind of walk you through some more of these items in here, I can definitely do that. I would love to do that, actually. I do quite a few FaceTime videos with customers. It's not a problem at all, and it's a lot better because I can answer specific questions that you have. This does have a separate Voyager camera for your backup camera, so it's on a separate screen, so you can keep it on there as you're traveling down the road, which is really nice to have. Your seats, like I mentioned, are going to have different settings. You're going to have one to raise you straight up, and then you're going to have your lumbar. So a lot of adjustments. Any questions on any of the options on this one? If you want a copy of the build sheet, this Explorer is actually available. So if you have any questions on it, if you want to know what options it was ordered with completely. I can email you the build sheet, the spec sheet, and we can talk pricing over the phone and see if we can work something out for you. So give me a call if you have any questions. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.